Hello new friends, it's Astrid here. I'm coming to you from Notting Hill in London as usual, and I wanted to show you today my beautiful book Border Guide, a National Forest Park Guide, which was published in 1962 and has the most exquisite illustrations. I'm sorry if you can hear my fridge humming away in the background, but hopefully you can find it relaxing rather than irritating. So when you open up the book, you find this amazing illustration showing all the main towns and ports of Great Britain, and it's just such lovely illustrations. I don't know if you can really see on this camera because it's a bit slow at focusing. So when you open up the main index page, you find this illustration, which is called In the Spruce Woods. It's just stunning. And I'm going to read a little bit of the foreword. Large blocks of forest are comparatively rare in the British Isles and are likely to remain so owing to our limited acreage and the widely recognised need for the closest integration of agriculture and forestry. The area covered by this guide has, therefore, a special interest, and we feel sure that the facilities now afforded by the Forestry Commission will provide the public with opportunity for wide enjoyment and recreation. The contributors to this book are to be congratulated on giving us so much interesting and easily assimilated material to read. In a guidebook such as this, the articles must of necessity be condensed, but we hope that they will serve to stimulate readers, whether they be historians, botanists, geologists, or just the travellers who find happiness in the open countryside, to visit the park and seek further for themselves the beautiful scenery and historic places they will find there. So here we have the contents page. Starts off with an introduction by the editor and then continues on to the chapters of the land and the people, the border region in Roman times, border history, the poetry and legend of the border forests, the vegetation of the park, the wild animal life and the border forests, geology, walking in the borders, books on the border country, and then some general information including maps. And you'll see that each chapter is actually an essay by a different specialist. We travelled in the print of olden wars, yet all the land was green, and love we found and peace where fire and war had been. Which is a small poem by Bannatyne. This is a nice illustration here, but I'm not going to attempt to read this poem because it's written in Old English, which I won't be able to pronounce properly. Let's find another picture. So here we have some photographs, black and white prints. This is Burness village in Redesdale Forest, looking towards the border. I expect this small cluster of houses nowadays is probably takes up the whole of this valley here. This is Kilda Castle. felling a spruce in Mantswood, Kilda. Darts in the Kilda Club. A play in Kilda Village. And washing day. This is very early housing, looks very utopic. A helmet of the Legion this, that long and deep hath lain, come back to taste the living kiss of sun and wind again. Ah, touch it with a reverend hand, for in its burnished dome lies here within this distant land the glory that was Rome. Which is taken from On a Roman Helmet Found at Newstead by W.H. Orgeeve. Here's an old forestry commission poster. The back page of the book illustrates the northernmost point of the British Isles with Scotland. And that concludes our look at the border guide.